Let's make a dress with nothing but only rectangle patterns. If you're someone who opened Marvelous Designer or CLO3D yesterday, you can even follow this video. The design might look a bit overwhelming for absolute beginners, but in terms of pattern, it's just a bunch of rectangles shown together, and it's super easy. Let's make it. So the very first thing you're going to do is, to add a rectangle pattern, of course. Well, this word rectangle, I'm going to be using this a couple of times, maybe more than a couple of times throughout this video. So the first rectangle is for the top design. Just make a rectangle, place it in front of the avatar, right click on it in 2D window, symmetric pattern with sewing. Rotate the new pattern and move it back. Use segment sew to sew the sides and simulate. It might clip with the arm. Be careful and drag the pattern while in simulation. Bam, your top is done. Well, it's partially done, but it's done. Alright, let's now move to the waistband, and you already guessed, it's gonna be from a rectangle pattern. Make a rectangle pattern like this. Hit Shift F to show the arrangement points. Arrange the rectangle around here. Control D to symmetric paste to the other side. Now to make the waistband always on top of the top, set the layer to 1. Segment sew and simulate. And play with the position of the waistband. I like to place it a little bit in the high waist. And freeze the band for now to prevent it from sliding down. Alright, right now the top looks flat. Let's add some fabric there. First, select this segment with Edit Pattern tool. Right click on it, offset as internal line. 10 mm and hit OK. Then right click on the internal line, cut and sew. Now select only these patterns and freeze them. I am doing this to prevent the whole top from sliding down while in the simulation. It's very important. Now select the rectangle of the top, double click in the middle to activate the pivot, and you know the pivot is activated when you see the gizmo orange. And drag it like this to add more fabric. Just remember one thing, the wider this is, the more gather it will get. And I love gathering, I literally crave for it. Now select the waistband pattern and hide them. So you can drag the top pattern without interfering with the waistband. Keep tweaking the top until you're satisfied. Now select all the patterns and freeze them. Cool. Now let's make this skirt. And it's also gonna be from, well, a rectangle pattern. So add a rectangle, segment sew with the band, rotate and move it at the side. Here I want a full length skirt. So I'm gonna select this segment and drag it down slowly. Do not drag it all the way, by the way. Marvelous Designer or CLO3D doesn't like that, and it will be a chaos of fabric. Trust me, you don't want it. Anyway, keep making it wider, and also remember, the wider this is, the more gathering it will be. And always play with this thing. You have your full freedom. Once one side is done, select and Control D to symmetric paste to the other side. Great. Now again, add a rectangle for the sleeve. Just put it on the arm just like you did with the waistband. Segment sew and simulate. And try to make the sleeve shorter so it hugs the arms nicely. Now select this segment, offset as internal line, 10 mm and hit OK. And select the internal line and cut and sew. And freeze this pattern so the sleeve won't slide down like a child loves to slide on a slider. Alright, bad joke, I'm sorry. Anyway, now add an internal line roughly around here. I want this line to cover the entire width of this sleeve. So instead of manually dragging it, there's a cool feature. Right click on the internal line with the Edit Pattern tool, extend trim to pattern outline. Select that line and cut and sew. Now this area will be puffer and I will adjust the position later. Now select the bottom segment with the transform point and segment tool, double click in the middle to activate the pivot and drag like this to make it short at the waist area. Great, the general design is done. And see, it was really easy. It's all rectangle pattern, just put together, smash it and squeeze it, and bam. Now the design still looks very basic and it doesn't have any character. Let's add detail to make it look nice. Let's start adding details with the sleeve. Select this pattern, unfreeze, then layer clone over to have the same pattern on top. Right click on the new pattern, remove linked editing. Select both, reduce the particle distance and set the collision thickness to 1 mm. And simulate, so now you have a bit of detailed edge. Now select this, make it wider to have the gathering. You may adjust this position by dragging these two segments up or down together. Now do the same edge detailing here as well with the same technique. And reduce the particle distance of this pattern as you like. And simulate. And boom, you now have quite a detailed sleeve. Once one sleeve is done, symmetric paste to the other side. Let's make the top a bit top-notch. Select these two patterns, unfreeze. Merge it by selecting the sewing with the Edit Sewing tool, right-click and merge. Do the exact same thing as you did with the sleeve edge to make the top edge nicer. And make sure to freeze this again. Select the main fabric of the top, reduce the particle distance significantly. Remember, gathering folds demand much dense polygon to look nice. And I'm going to be using the full power of my PC. Simulate and bam! Look at that. I just love gathering. Cool, now let's make the waistband even nicer. So unfreeze them, make the layer 0, merge them, layer clone over, select this top and bottom segment, offset as internal line, 5 mm and number of offset 2. Now sew the top and the bottom internal lines carefully. Reduce the particle distance and set the collision thickness to 1. And when you simulate, you'll have a really detailed waistband. And one thing you gotta do is delete this top pattern's back sewing and sew like this, so you don't have this seam at the back. Alright, amazing so far. Now let's go with the skirt. Unfreeze it and add an internal line here and another here and here as well. So what I'm doing is trying to separate them into pieces and reduce particle distance individually. So you have much more details at the top of the skirt where it actually needs it and less at the bottom. That way it will be amazingly detailed and also not pressure your computer too much. Do this trick to prevent any lagginess in Marvelous Designer CLO3D. So select those lines, right click, extend trim to pattern outline. Select those lines, cut and sew, and then select the top portion and reduce the particle distance quite a lot. I'm setting it at 2 mm. Next piece, maybe 4 mm. Next, maybe 6 mm. And the last, probably 8 mm. You can also simulate using GPU. It's much faster. And simulate and wait a bit. Nice. Alright, the very last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a flower graphic to the top. By the way guys, you can get the MD file, all the textures and the graphic from my Gumroad page for just $2. And if you don't want, download any graphic from Google. It's completely fine, but make sure the background is transparent. And there you go. This is after adding the texture. And that's really how you can make an interesting design with just rectangle patterns. By the way, if you're new, please subscribe to this channel. I make Marvelous Designer, CLO3D, digital garment related tutorials. And also you can follow me on Instagram and join Discord if you want. Link is in the description. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye.